Good day, dear students. I am Hilala Rahimova, senior teacher of the Urgen State University. At this lesson, I will explain how to structure your paragraphs. So let's start. First of all, let's define what a paragraph is itself. In many languages, the fundamental unit of composition is a paragraph. A paragraph consists of several sentences that are grouped together. These groups of sentences together discuss one main subject. Paragraphs in academic writing have three principal parts, that is the topic sentence, body sentences, and the concluding sentence. So, in writing, a paragraph can be compared with a hamburger. So let's see why is it compared to the hamburger. So you know that the topic sentence usually comes at the beginning of a paragraph. That is, it is usually the first sentence in a formal academic paragraph. And in the hamburger, it is represented by the top bun. So the topic sentence in the hamburger is its top bun. So it is the very first sentence of your paragraph. The topic sentence always needs to be indented. Topic sentence tells what your paragraph is going to be about. And here is a paragraph, and as you can see, the very first sentence, which is in the red color, is a topic sentence. So it is the very first sentence, and it is indented. So, there are many reasons that I love to teach, it says. After the topic sentence, the main body comes, and the main body is represented by supporting sentences. So the second and third sentences in a paragraph are called supporting sentences. They are called supporting because they support or explain the idea expressed in the topic sentence. And in the hamburger, the first detail or the first supporting idea is represented by lettuce. So, the first detail should not be the most important detail. It needs to follow directly after the topic sentence. It needs to be full of good lettuce details. And here we return again to our paragraph, and you can see that the very first sentence after the topic sentence is the first detail or the first supporting idea. It says, first of all, I love to teach because I love being at school. So, it is the reason why the author loves teaching. The second detail in the hamburger is represented by tomato. And it still should not be the most important detail. It needs to follow directly after the lettuce sentence or after the first supporting idea. It needs to be full of good, juicy details. And again, we return to our paragraph, and you can see that it is the topic sentence. This one is the first supporting idea, and this one, which is in red, is the second detail or the second supporting sentence. Another reason I love teaching is that the days go by The third detail is represented by cheese in hamburger. So it still not be the most important detail. It needs to start differently than other sentences. It needs to be full of good, cheesy details. So it is represented in the red color, and it says, a third reason I love to teach is because I love seeing a student understand something new. And it is, as you can observe here, this supporting detail is linked by the linking word a third reason, or it is linked by a numeral. So, and at last the last detail comes, and it is the meat in the hamburger. And finally, it is the most important detail in your paragraph. It should start differently than most of the other sentences. It needs to be full of good, meaty details. And here you can observe last detail, or the last supporting sentences represented by meat in the hamburger. Finally, I love to teach because I love to be around kids, it says. So, after the main body, which includes in itself several supporting sentences, the concluding sentence comes. Concluding sentence summarizes the information in the paragraph. It is similar to, but not exactly the same as, the topic sentence. Not all academic paragraphs contain concluding sentences, especially if the paragraph is very short. However, if your paragraph is very long, it is a good idea to use a concluding sentence. So, the concluding sentence or the closing sentence is represented by bottom bun in the hamburger. So it should look a lot like the topic sentence, but not the same we have mentioned previously. The closing sentence needs to summarize the topic sentence. It needs to be an obvious end to the sentence. And here is again our paragraph, and the last sentence is a concluding sentence. It says, "These are just a few reasons I love to teach." So, in the topic sentence, the author of the paragraph claimed that he or she loves teaching. In the main body, he presented the reasons of his love of teaching, and in the concluding sentence, he concluded and summarized his main ideas. So that is the end, and now I have presented here some useful links for you. Please follow these links for your further learning. Thank you for your attention.